Welcome back. It is Kentucky Sports Radio, now joined by the toast of the Bluegrass this morning, Murray State baseball coach Dan Skirka. Dan, I last night had on my Murray State shoes, and I was pulling for you guys with UK baseball out. I was all in on Murray State, and it was such an entertaining game as you guys did something a couple days ago, hadn't done since '79, win your first tournament game, and now going to a super regional. What was it like last night, and how cool is it to have this happen with your program?
Man, it was electric there last night. That environment there, I mean, they are very passionate fans, and just it doesn't feel real, to be honest with you. Just so happy for our guys. You know, they performed all weekend. They performed all year, but to go in there and to do what they did, there were so many performances that are just, I mean, it was awesome.
I wanted to have you on because for whatever reason, I watched more college baseball these last 4 days, and I found myself watching your games next to Kentucky's the most. They just kept being on, and I saw you interviewed after you beat Ole Miss in the first game, and then I saw you interviewed after this one, and I just loved the joy on your face. Yet last night seeing your kid run on the field and your wife, I mean, from a professional standpoint, has this just been the best 4 days that you've had on a professional basis?
Well, I'm blessed. I really am. These guys here are awesome, from every player to the assistant coaches. I mean, it truly is a family. We're all in this together, and it has been a joy. But there's been a lot of more days before this, you know, and a lot of individual accomplishments from guys graduating to getting drafted and signed and just performing and playing and living out their dream. But this is the ride they've been on, and we try to enjoy it. You know, we keep talking about our process ain't going to change, and that's who we are. We're going to compete like crazy and play for each other, and that's what they did. So I'm glad you're able to watch and able to see that, because I get to obviously get a front row seat of what these guys do, and it's amazing.
Talk to me about the logistics of this whole thing. Okay, so you're playing in Oxford. I mean, that's not just a road environment. That's a crazy environment. The crowds are going nuts. They're into it. They're drunk in these night games, a lot of them. I'm sure they're yelling occasionally not so nice stuff. What's it like?
Crazy, yes. There was some verbal and nonverbal communication going on all weekend. You know what I mean, from their fans. But it was awesome, you know, and they were awesome. You know, we ran into them in some restaurants and in the coffee shops in the morning, and even after the game, a lot of them, you know, saw us in between, you know, in the tunnel waiting around, and they were very, very congratulatory to us and what we did, and obviously they're rooting for Ole Miss, but you could tell that they knew what a special group we had that came in there. So yeah, I think that's icing on the cake to go into a place like that, because that's just not, like you said, that's not just, you know, any old regional. That was almost 12,000 fans, and they are passionate. I mean, Sunday they were there for 9 hours of baseball. They had a doubleheader, 9 hours. And they were kicking our teeth in Sunday evening, and they didn't leave. There were still thousands and thousands of people there chanting and just going crazy when the game was out of hand, and that's how passionate they are for their team.
All right, last night it was 12-3, but it's college baseball. It's never over, right? So then it was 12-11. And I'm sitting there watching, you know, Kentucky had kind of had it collapse on them the night before, and I'm sitting there going, don't have it happen in back-to-back nights. When it goes from 12-3 to 12-11, I know you're going to say you kept the faith, but are you sitting there, guys, going, guys, come on, one more out, come on. Like, what's it like in the dugout?
Well, you know, I did because I thought our offense was going to keep scoring. You know, but obviously they went to Elliott, their ace, and, you know, an SEC power pitcher, and he held us in check in the top of the ninth. But, you know, we had, I think, 19 hits, something like that. You know, I thought we were going to keep scoring. So once we stopped kind of the bleeding there, I thought we would add on to our lead, but they got us for zeros in the eighth and the ninth. And then it was up to our pitching and our defense. But I was confident. I did keep. You guys have done it all year. We've won I think 12 or 13 one-run games. And some of the comebacks we've had have just been outstanding. If you look back at our record and some of the games that these guys played in, so yeah, I did keep the faith. I was confident. Our closer there, Graham Kellum. I told him slowest heartbeat in America. 12,000 people yelling, they're playing their music as loud as they can, and he just kept filling it up. It was cool.
Didn't you have a dude who pitched like 120 pitches one night and then pitched a day or two later or something? Am I right about that?
Oh, yeah. So Friday night, our starter went 120. He came back yesterday and threw, I think, another 40. And then our Saturday starter threw about 85, and then he started the game yesterday. They're dogs. Just studs. I told him that. I met with them Monday morning. After we lost Sunday night, I said, fellas, let's meet Monday morning, see how you feel, and game plan from there. And met both in the meeting room, and they're both, but whatever you need, coach, just let us know. We want this. We're going to do whatever it takes. And I wasn't surprised by that answer. There was no, well, let's see. It was a, coach, you make the call. I'm ready to go whenever you need me. And that's what those two are perfect examples of what this team's about. Just guts and heart and wanting to win for each other.
All right, so now you had your night of celebration. Now you're probably going to get on a bus here pretty soon and make a drive. I've made a lot. Right down 64 up in West Virginia. You'll go down to through Wake Forest, all that, and you're going to end up in Durham. And you're going to play a team that Kentucky fans really don't like, which is the Duke Blue Devils. Now, I know you're going to give me the coach speak that they're a great team, and I'm sure that's all true. They've never been to the College World Series. But now you're 2 wins away from Omaha. Are you ready for it? And, tell these Kentucky fans listening who are ready to see you knock out the Blue Devils what's going to happen this weekend.
Well, hey, we going to fly. So that's
you're going to fly.
Nice.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about that? Racers rolling big time. So, we're on the bus back to Murray now. I think on Thursday we'll fly out of Nashville and land in Raleigh at some point. I think it's early evening. So, then Friday we'll get out there and practice, and then we tee it up, I think, Saturday at 1 o'clock or noon, one or the other. Excited. I didn't know that they haven't been there either, but I really don't know a whole lot about them, to be honest with you. I haven't played them, haven't really watched them on TV or anything, but I know they're a good club. They've been ranked and been in regionals the last few years. So we'll prepare the next few days.
Well, Big Blue Nation is behind you. Christian Leitner broke our hearts, what was it now, 35 years ago. It's time for us to get him back, or I'm not very good at math, but it was a long time ago. It's time for us to get him back. I wish you luck this weekend, and I genuinely had a lot of joy watching your guys and watching your team this weekend. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. They're a great group, so we'll take all the fans we can get and everybody rooting for us. You guys have earned it. A lot of cool stories and a lot of work's been put in. So thank you, guys.
All right, Murray State plays Duke this weekend. Thank you very much, Coach. Ryan, I know you got to love that. The underdog story, the happiness, and they get to fly. That's also very exciting. Don't have to take the bus all the way down there.
I love the fact that Murray State, little bitty Murray State, going in and playing at Ole Miss, where baseball is so important to a school like that. 12,000 people out there, and they march in there and take that series. It tells you what baseball's all about, man. You had their starting pitcher on Friday, brought him back yesterday. He said, I just want to win the game, Coach. So I loved hearing those stories.
Ryan really likes it, Drew, when they just saying Coach. When the player says, I'll do whatever you want, Coach.
Whatever you want, Coach.
That's for Ryan, life is a Disney movie where you just call everyone Coach.
I got chili bumps when he said that. Yeah, put me in, Coach.
I knew he was going to say that, Drew. I knew it.
Ryan liked that, but my biggest takeaway was that Murray has airplane money. Good for them. It's not too bad of a drive, and they're still going to load up the plane. It's not often they get to go to the Super Regional, so they're sparing no expense.
He didn't say they were going private, though. I mean, it could be Allegiant, Spirit, maybe. You never know.
That's okay, though.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever fly? Kentucky Wesleyan ever fly, Ryan?
No. We took vans with 10 people in each van. It was awful.
You rode vans? You didn't get a bus?
No, passenger vans.
Oh,
no bus.
We got a Greyhound. What are you talking about?
Well, you're highfalutin Bellarmine people.